Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sora Darkchild, and welcome to the finale of Let's Replay EarthBound. Last time, we met up with Jeff's father and Apple Kid in Saturn Valley, and we had to get a piece of the meteorite on it to get this time machine to work. Unfortunately, when we learned that Giygas is in the past that we have to fight him in, we can't go as our normal human selves. Instead, we have to become these little robot things. So all that's left to do now is to go for a very long walk in this time period and face off with Giygas, or Giygas himself. You know Giygas, he's the same boss from Mother 1 or EarthBound Beginnings. So let's get moving. Oh, and I also got the goddess ribbon for Paula, which is, as far as I care, that's gonna be the last of the 1 in 128 items that I'm gonna be getting in this playthrough. There is one more I do want to get, but at this point in the game, I don't really see any rhyme or reason into doing it, so we're pretty much just going to be fighting for our lives as we work our way to the last boss. And I'm mostly going to be silent for the most part of this video. A PSI caramel. There's the last present in the game, and it's for Ness. Legendary Bat. And I'm going to equip that on him. That's probably the best I'm gonna get for this playthrough. Don't know how that was a preemptive strike, but I'm gonna take it. A final Starman! I'm not sure if they like doing, Everybody physical attack, and Paula use PSI shield. He has 840 HP. And this is the last version of the Starman in the game. Oh fudge, a bionic kraken. 900 HP, and if you're lucky, you can get the gutsy back from him. And as it looks like, I wasn't all that lucky to get it. Oh well. I'll go with what I got. And this is the most disturbing part of the game.
Yes, are you surprised? It's me, Pokey. I assist only the strong and able. That's Pokey. You guys look pathetic. The Apple of Enlightenment has already made a prediction. But I won't let what the Apple of Enlightenment predict take place. You guys will be beaten by Giygas. Giygas will be stronger, a more powerful entity than any other. Why? 'Cause of me. I was led by Giygas, and now I'm here. The Apple of Enlightenment couldn't predict this. Master Giygas. No, Giygas is no longer the wielder of evil. He has become the embodiment of evil himself, which he cannot control on his own. He is the evil power.
Okay, for the first half of this fight, the beginning, don't target Giygas. Trust me, there's nothing you can do about him. Instead, you have to attack Pokey. After enough hits, he'll just run away like a coward he is. Oops, I forgot to move the multi-ball rockets to Jeff. Oh well. I love how the music picks up there for the fight. And thanks to the pendants we're wearing, his elemental attacks will not do much damage to us. Ness, I think for this fight you're gonna keep Paula's health up. We need to keep her alive for this entire fight. You'll see why in a few moments. For anyone new to this game. gonna need to heal everybody. And Pooh, you're gonna need to revive him. That was lucky. But not lucky enough. Okay, maybe a little bit lucky. That should be better for him. Solidified, nice. Now then. As much as I want to do Starstorm, I can't do it because it'll target both of them, and if it goes for Giygas, it's just gonna get reflected back at us.
I understand you guys are already claiming to be heroes. Well, it is a gazillion years too early for you to oppose Giygas. You must feel pretty stupid to think fighting without even knowing what Giygas even looks like. If you were ever to see Giygas, you'd be so petrified with fear. You'd never be able to run away. That's how scary he is. So, do you want me to turn off the devil's machine? Well, prepare to be amazed. So, isn't this terrifying? I'm terrified too. Giygas cannot think rationally anymore. And he isn't even aware of what he is doing now. His own mind was destroyed by his incredible power. What an almighty idiot. Yup, that's what he is. And you will be just another meal to him.
Okay. This next part is usually what gets me a little bit of put me in a little bit of a pickle. Right now I'm just gonna stick to physical attacks with this.
Yes. You cannot grasp the true power of Giygas' attack. You must really be at the end of your rope. In this bizarre dimension, you four are the only force fighting for justice. And here you stand, waiting to be burned up with all the rest of the garbage of the universe. Ha! That's so sad. I can't help but shed a tear. You know, my heart is beating incredibly fast. I must be experiencing an absolute terror. Do you want to scream for help here in the dark? Why not call your mommy, Ness? Say, Mommy, Daddy, I'm so frightened. I think I'm gonna wet my pants. I know you won't have telepathy or something, so just try and call for help. You pathetically weak heroes of so-called justice. No one will hear you now. Don't worry, you pitiable suffering will be over soon. Well now,
thank you for that, Pokey, because you just gave us a very big hint in getting him defeated. Now then, everybody else, at this point, have everybody except for Paula defend. With Paula, the only move you need her to do is pray. Yep. Earthbound beginnings, we had sing. Earthbound, you pray. Paula prayed from the bottom of her heart. Please, give us strength. If it is possible, please. Somebody help us. And you gotta repeat this a few times. All of the Mr. Saturns felt the new stirring feeling they had never experienced before, and they all started praying for the safety of Ness and his friends. Ooh, that's a bit disturbing. Repeat the process. Please, give us your strength. Anyone who can hear our plea, help us. Suddenly, one of the runaway five felt something stop him, and he prayed. He fervently, he heard, yeah.
It hurts, Ness. Friends. You cannot grasp the true form of Giygas' attack. Ness, you cannot grasp the true form of Giygas' attack.
It did not work. Oop, down goes Pooh. Please, give us strength. Spread this prayer to all the people on the earth. Paula's father thought he somehow heard his daughter's voice, and prayed sincerely for the safety of Paula and her friends.
What? No, I didn't want Ness to do that.
I wanted him to heal. Please, give us strength. Anyone who can hear our plea, help us. Now it's in Winters, at the boarding school. Suddenly, Tony felt anxious about Jeff, and he prayed strongly for the safety of Jeff and his friends.
It hurts. Ness. I feel good.
It didn't hit anyone, except for Jeff. Please, grant us power. Anyone who can hear our plea, help us. Pooh's homeland. A young woman in Dalam woke from a dream in which Prince Pooh died. He is dead. And she began to pray for the well-being of Pooh and his friends.
Nurse, 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 nurse. Nurse. Nurse.
Ooh, his attack is not doing much damage to us now. Keep it up, Paula. Please grant us strength. Anyone who can hear our plea, we ask for this. Hey, it's Frank from the former leader of that gang, the Sharks. Suddenly, Frank recalled Nessus shining his face. He began to pray diligently for the safety of Ness and his friends. Ooh, and the prays are doing a lot of damage to him.
Ness. I'm so sad. Ness. Go back.
Okay, while Paula's like that for the moment, let's try to revive Pooh.
It hurts, Ness. It's not right. Not right. Not right. I feel good.
There we go, that's better. Now then, I'm gonna make sure he keeps healing everybody. And Paula, you keep praying. Please grant us power. Spread this prayer to all the people of Earth. Finally it comes down to Ness's mother. And sister and dog. Suddenly, Ness's mother felt terribly uneasy, and she began to pray for the safety of her son and his friends. But unfortunately, that's everybody that we ran into. There's nobody left to pray to. I feel good. Nurse, 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 nurse. It hurts, Ness. Who else is there to pray to? Paula prayed from the bottom of her heart. I can't think of anyone else. Someone, anyone, please help us. Paula's call was absorbed by the darkness. Prayed from the bottom of her heart. Someone, can you hear me? Please, give us strength. Paula and her friends' call touched the heart of... Prayed for the kids, having never met them before. Kept praying. We're doing serious damage, whoever it is that's praying. Oh. The last person... A fourth wall break for a final boss. Sword Darkchild kept praying. Pray if you believe, folks! I guess you did.
Ness, no, well, it's going to look like I'm running away, but perhaps I'll just sneak away to another era to think about my next plan. It's a good thing that we will see each other again. Alright, I'll be seeing you. So now, which of us do you think is a crybaby?
The war against Giygas is over. You kids were lucky. All 4 of you.
Our travels together end here. I must return to Dalam and use this experience for the good of my country. Ness, Paula, Jeff. Let me demonstrate a strange power before I go. I realized this power as a child. PSI, farewell. Now! I'll see you again someday. Paula? Ness? It was great to hang out with you guys. It really was. I'm glad that I had the chance to use some of my theories that I have been studying so hard. It's remarkable. If, just maybe, well, if you two get hitched someday, maybe I'll be the one that fixes your broken electronic appliances. I'm going to stay here for a while and see if I can learn from Dr. Adonis. I mean, from my dad. So it looks like this is goodbye for now, my friends. Ness, will you escort me home? I'll miss all of you, but I have to go back to being a regular kid. Well, I gotta get going.
Now, what are in all these gifts? There was a letter from the kids inside. Ness takes it. A letter from Mom inside. There's a letter from Tony inside. Let's take a look into these.
Dear Ness, how are you? Since you left home on your journey, things have changed around here. For example, I don't have much laundry. Also, we don't seem to eat steak as much as we used to. I heard that you defeated some universal evil character. What was it? Googie or something like that? Well, that sounds really great. I want to hear all the details, so hurry home, okay? Tracy, King, and I are waiting for you. Love, Mama.
Alright, now the kids.
Dear Paula,
How are you doing? I'm fine. I'm fine too. So are me. Me also. Me okay. Please come and play with us again at the Polestar Preschool. Oh yeah, one more thing. Bring us some presents if you have any. Sincerely, your friends at the Polestar Preschool. And now the last one, Tony. Dear Jeff, everything's going really great here. I wish I could have gone with you on your adventure, even just part of the way. But I'm instead just sitting here, waiting for you in Winters. I just want to see you again as soon as possible. I can't wait to see your cheerful face. I bet your glasses are dirty. If you come back, I'll clean them for you. Like I said, I'm waiting for you. Yours truly, Tony. P.S. Don't show this letter to anyone. Whoops. Sorry, Jeff. Anyway, see you around. Time to walk Paula all the way home. I could use PSI teleport if I want, but I like doing things the long way. Like the doctor, there's only one place most people can go. Home. The long way around. And since Giygas is defeated, there are no more enemies on the field, so it's safe to travel. Thanks for the lift. Ness, thank you for escorting me home. There was something I wanted to tell you, but I've forgotten it. I'm sure I'll remember it by the time I see you again. Well, I guess let's just say it. Goodbye. So long. See ya. Bye. no point in doing teleport here since Tucson is just Alpha on it. So you've traveled all over the world. I bet you didn't meet anyone stronger than I, did you? I know that you didn't. What are you asking about a driver's license? You're way too young to even think about getting behind the wheel, you little pest. Well, the ride's over. Now I can move on to parking enforcement. Hooray, life is good. That was pointless. For some reason I thought there was going to be someone here that was also going to break the fourth wall by saying that they completed the game EarthBound. All that's left to do now is head home. Well, you've become such a big, strong man. I'd like to hear all your stories, but I don't want to annoy you as soon as you walk through that door. After all your chats with people you met on your adventure are finally over. Please, come back here. The photo man brought an album by. I'd like to look at it with you. Did you finish doing everything you wanted to? Okay, now we can finally share your incredible experiences with me. You did so well. All right. And we go through the whole cast of characters. Hers in the ending credits. That's actually pretty cool. And that was EarthBound, the second game in the series, and most arguably the most famous game in the series. Probably one of the best. Although I'm kind of becoming more of a fan of the first game, since I was able to play that game. I mean, just like with the first game, the story in this one was really good. The mechanics were pretty much the same, and they were still good. They were a lot of fun to do. Nice to go through all that quirky humor they do at certain parts of the game again. Although it was a little bit easier this time than it was in EarthBound Beginnings. and you get one more party member with you on the final boss instead of like in the previous game with only 3. And that was the end for Giygas, the final boss of the first game. He's gone. He ain't coming back. We finished him off in this game. And Pokey pretty much just got away, so we don't know where he is. Let's see, what else is there? Pretty cool that they're showing each character based on the order that you meet them. And thus, that brings us to the end of the EarthBound series. Or does it? Well, that was a little bit of a bad timing in the interruption there. And who's knocking on the door? Pokey's brother, Picky?
A letter arrived from my brother, Pokey. It's addressed to Ness. There's no stamp, and it's not time for the mailman to come. Anyway, I brought it over. It says, "Come and get me, loser."
Spanky, Spanky, Spanky. I wonder where he is. Where indeed? And this actually marks the end of EarthBound. But what happened to Pokey? Well, there's one more game in the series that we gotta go through, but for the moment, I'm going to be taking a break for a while and work on other games before I do the third and final game. So, if you enjoyed this series so far, hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment if you want, ring that bell to be notified when our next videos come out. We do new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and occasionally Saturday and Sundays. Till the next part in the EarthBound Mother series, this is Sora Darkchild, signing off. Have a good night, folks.